Last year, I made a video teaching you how to differentiate shepherd's purse, a wheat that can be found in vegetable field and in China is used to make dumpling fillings. In last year's video, I told you the secret to differentiate shepherd's purse is to look for leaves with pointy lobes. Then people commented under the video that shepherd's purse in his or her country is different. And this viewer said, I think there are different kinds of shepherd's purse across the world. Not all of them will have leaves shaped like those. Some will actually have rounded lobes. I discussed this with my mom and she totally agreed. She said there are different kinds even in the same vegetable field. Now it's shepherd's purse season again. She found several other types for you guys. She also has advice on how to recognize so many different types. Let's discuss about it later. First, watch how I did during my first independent task. I thought I had fully mastered the skill, but in practice, it was not that easy. My mom was around, but she was searching Shepard's purse and not helping me. She gave me another lesson after we went home. See what mistakes I made, and let's learn how to differentiate Shepard's purse together. At first, it went on pretty smoothly. The pointed leaves were waving at me. If you watched my last year's tutorial, you should be able to spot them as well. Can you see any from this angle? I was being a teacher here. I was saying there was only one in this bush. It's this one. And there's also one here. That's it. All these are not shepherd's purse. I also had a moment of confusion. This one doesn't have pointy leaves, and I felt it's very suspicious. So was this one. I decided to leave this region. See how much I got in the end. They're all over the table. An important job was to cut the roots off. It requires a lot of patience. And for the batch I got, my mom had to check if I had mixed some other wheats inside. I did pretty well, see? But soon she found two non-shepherd's purse. What do you think? These are pointy leaves. But my mom said she's 100% sure it's not shepherd's purse. Okay, the results are out. I got some of these that have pointy leaves, and my mom said these are not shepherd's purse. And my mom got some of these that don't have pointy leaves, and she said these are the shepherd's purse. And let's take a close look. The one on the right is one of those that I picked based on their pointy leaves. When I put these two together, they actually look quite different. But in the vegetable field, it was hard to tell. My mom took a leaf from each of them to compare. It's already clear. But if I have to describe the difference, for shepherd's purse, you can view the lobes as two parts with a rounded lobe and a pointy section coming out of the rounded lobe. For the one on the right, the entire lobe is an integral pointed piece. Does that make sense? So you can't go, the lobes are pointed. It's shepherd's purse. No, that's one mistake I made. Then let's take a look at the ones my mom got. I was speechless, especially when in last year's video I told you the one on the left was not shepherd's purse because it has rounded leaves. No wonder someone commented, ours are just like that. That comment was deleted, but I read it in my notification bar. The conclusion remains the same. The one on the left is not shepherd's purse. And let me compare it with the one my mom got. They're different in subtle ways, and I almost can't describe the difference. I feel for the one on the left, the shape of the lobe is similar to the previous type minus the pointed section. Let me add the pointed section to it. Now what do you think? I admit it's subtle. Also, it's rounded here and it's pointed here. Anyway, let's call this type 2. Then let me add one more here. Is it confusing enough? But the third one is just a younger form of either type 1 or type 2. Gradually, the regular leaves will grow out and it will turn into the other types. For example, this one. See, the regular leaf has grown out. So I wouldn't name the third one a separate type. Here's another type. Let's call it type 3. I guess when people commented their shepherd's purse looked quite different, they might have referred to this type. It does look like a totally different animal. And here is type 4. The lobes are like those of pine trees. Let me put them together. The leaves turn from pines to an integral piece, but the top and the bottom sections are actually very similar. Type 1 is the most common ones, at least in my home province, Jiangxi province in South China, as you can see in my footage. Type 2 is the second common ones. Type 3 and type 4 are very rare. Now you might wonder how my mom knows all these types. I asked her the same question. She said when shepherd's purse blossom and seed, no matter what type it is, it will have the same small white flowers. While she was a little girl following her mom looking for shepherd's purse, she observed all different types that had this kind of white flowers. Genius! That's also an advice she gives to you guys to learn different types of shepherd's purse. In addition to flowers, fragrance is another indication. Shepherd's purse has a very unique fragrance. When my mom isn't sure, she could tell by taking a deep sniff. So far, I can't. Then my mom reviewed my footage. I wasn't sure about this one because it doesn't have pointy leaves. Now we know it's a type 2. This one is also a type 2. And there is another type 2 here. But I gave up the region and left. Quiz, do you think this one is a shepherd purse? No. And in this footage, these are all shepherd's purse, type 2. All of these. Again, because I didn't see pointy leaves, I gave them up.
这个不是，这不 不是啊，这个是吧？
这个是好像这个应
这
该是
个不是。
In this footage, that one I just picked was the wrong one. Here's one, type 2. Here is another one.
这些
Of
都不
course,
是，
I
我觉得
wasn't
这是
aware
假
of
的。
them. I was
这些都
being a
是假的，
teacher
我现在
telling you
先
guys
留
these
影
are
存
all
证，我就
fake
不说他
ones,
们了。
and let's leave here. Of course, all different types taste the same. We mix them together when we cook them. This time, my mom gave me 80 out of 100 for my performance. Hopefully next time I can score 100. But with urbanization, it's more and more difficult to find shepherd's purse. This place was actually found by my mom's colleague. It's at the edge of the city. We drove 20 kilometers to get there. Even so, condo buildings are being constructed not far away. Not sure if this vegetable farm will still be there next year. In the 21st century, it's not about gold rush anymore. It's about shepherd's purse rush.